Sometimes late at night I lie awake and watch her sleeping. She's lost in peaceful dreams, so I turn out the light, lay there in the dark, and a thought crosses my mind. If I never wake up in the morning, would she ever doubt the way I feel about her in my heart? If tomorrow never comes, will she know how much I loved her? Did I try every way to show her every day that she's my only one? And if my time on earth were true, and she must face this world without me, is the love I gave her in the past gonna be enough to last if tomorrow never comes? I've lost loved ones in my life who never knew how much I loved them. Now I live with the regret that my true feelings for them never were revealed. So I made a promise to myself to say each day how much she means to me, to avoid that circumstance where there's no second chance to tell her how I feel. If tomorrow never comes, will she know how much I loved her? Did I try every way to show her every day that she's my only one? And if my time on earth were true, and she must face this world without me, is the love I gave her in the past gonna be enough to last if tomorrow never comes? So tell that someone that you love just what you're thinking of if tomorrow never comes.
Forever telling me I'm weak. When I'm criticized I never speak. I prefer to turn the other cheek. But I will love you all my life. I can never do things right by you. I'm the kind of man who muddles through. You can find mistakes in all I do, but I will love you all my life. Something foolish happens and you see, in the middle of it all there's me. Seems I cause you so much misery, but I Darling, don't you know I love you so? Even though you never care for me, darling, how I wish that you could see that I will love you all my life. All my life. All I own. Everything is yours alone. Every day, my whole life
Be nobody's darling but my love. Be honest and faithful, be kind, and promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. You're sweet as the flowers in the springtime, fair as the roses that twine. You're sure to be somebody's darling. Be nobody's darling but mine. Come sit by my side, little darling. Come lay your cool hands on my brow. I'm taking a long, weary journey, so give your last kiss to me now. For this is goodbye, little darling. My heart breaks to leave you behind, and promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. Be nobody's darling but mine, love. Be honest and faithful, be kind, and promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. Surrounded by riches untold, he gazed at a beautiful picture that hung in a frame of gold. Was a picture of a lady, so beautiful, young and fair. To this beautiful childlike vision, he murmured in sad despair, if those lips could only speak, if those eyes could only see, those beautiful golden tresses were here in reality. Could I only take your hand as I did when you took my name? But it's only a beautiful picture in a beautiful golden frame. In the twilight glow I see you, blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never begin. Love is like a dying ember, and only memories remain. Through the ages I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain. Someday when we meet up yonder, and we'll stroll hand in hand again, in the land that knows no parting, blue eyes crying in the rain, blue eyes crying in the rain. If those lips could only speak, if those eyes could only see, if those beautiful golden tresses were here in reality, could I only take your hand as I did when you took my name? But it's only a beautiful picture in a beautiful golden frame. He stood in a beautiful mansion, surrounded by riches untold, and he gazed at a beautiful picture that hung in a frame of gold. 'Twas the picture of a lady, so beautiful, young and fair. To this beautiful lifelike vision he murmured in sad despair, if those lips could only speak, if those eyes could only see, if those beautiful golden tresses were here in reality, could I only take your hand as I did when you took my name? But it's only a beautiful picture in a beautiful golden frame. He stood there and gazed on that picture, then slumbering, forgetting all pain. For there in that mansion in fancy, she stood by his side again. His lips, they softly murmured the name of his one sweet bride, with his eyes fixed on that picture, he awoke from his dream and cried, if those lips could only speak, if those eyes could only see, if those beautiful golden tresses were here in reality, could I only take your hand as I did when you took my name? But it's only a beautiful picture in a beautiful golden frame. If those lips could only speak, if those eyes could only see, if those beautiful golden tresses were here in reality, could I only take your...
As I'm sitting in the firelight and turning back the years, I can hear my mother singing in the morning as she scrubbed our shining faces and then packed us off to school. All too soon those days were over without warning. So sing me the song of our gold and silver days, days filled with innocence and wine. Not a penny to our name, we were happy just the same in our gold and silver days. In the parlor on the Friday night, my father took the floor. I can hear us join together in the chorus, singing just a song at twilight, or the moon behind the hill. Now those voices are all silenced, gone before us. So sing me the song of our gold and silver days, days filled with innocence and wine. Not a penny to our name, we were happy just the same in our gold and silver days. As we gathered at the daisy field on Sunday after Mass, I can hear the songs, the stories, and the laughter. Through the years we all were scattered, but the friends we made back then were the friends we could rely on ever after. So sing me the song of our gold and silver days, days filled with innocence and love. Not a penny to our name, we were happy just the same in our gold and silver days, in our gold and silver. me passing an orphan's home one day. I stopped there for a moment just to watch the children play. Alone a boy was standing, and when I asked him why, he turned with eyes that could not see, and he began to cry. I'm nobody's child, I'm nobody's child. I'm like a flower just growing wild. No mommy's kisses and no daddy's smiles. Nobody wants me, I'm nobody's child. People come for children and take them for their own, but they all seem to pass me by, and I am left alone. I know they'd like to take me, but when they see I'm blind, they always take some other child, and I am left behind. I'm nobody's child, I'm nobody's child. I'm like a flower just growing wild. No mommy's kisses and no daddy's smiles. Nobody wants me, I'm nobody's child. Mommy's arms to hold me or soothe me when I cry. Sometimes I feel so lonely here, I wish that I could die. I'd walk the streets of heaven where all the blind can see, then just like all the other kids, there'd be a home for me. I'm nobody's child, I'm nobody's child. I'm like a flower just growing wild. No mommy's kisses and no daddy's smiles. Nobody wants me, I'm nobody's child. I could have a mansion that is higher than the trees. I could have all the gifts I want and never ask please. I could fly to Paris, oh, it's at my beck and call. Why do I go through life with nothing at all? But when I dream of you. Maybe someday it will come true. can be the singer or the clown in every room. I can even call someone to take me to the moon. I can put my guitar on, drive the girls insane. I can go to bed alone and never know her name. But when I dream of you. Maybe someday it will come true.
A song that was written very specially for us about 10 years ago by Ollie Kennedy over here and Bear Coleman. It's called After All These Years.
My darling, come to me. Sit you down easily and rest a while in the soft firelight. Cold is the night, warm is my heart of pride, having you by my side. You're still my guiding light after all these years. Your soft assuring ways, the rock I lean on, saw me through my darkest days when all hope had gone. You're still the only one I'll ever hold, and I love you after all these years. Time from me passes on, and I'm growing old. A lifetime nearly gone, I cannot unfold. Nights dark and cold, warm is your hand in mine, feeble with ageless time. The light of love still shines after all these years. Your soft assuring ways, the rock I lean on, saw me through my darkest days when all hope had gone. You're still the only one I'll ever hold near, and I love you after all these years. I still love you after all